Hello, 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 folks. How are you? This is. I hope you are doing well. So, I'm going to today's my start a marathon. Is a 30 days challenges with you, and I'm very excited for today to for learning to start with a new learning and educations and speaking with reading and speaking marathon in front of you. So I start with today's topic with and today's my in my hand a book Bhagavad Gita. You can see. I hope you see Bhagavad Gita. So so I'm start today's four chapter 32 sloka text 32 four chapter text 32 एवं बहुधा बहुविधा यज्ञ विदता ब्राह्मणो मुखे कर्म जानवी विधि तांस तांस सर्वान्नेवं ज्ञात्वा विमोक्षसे एवं बहुविधा यज्ञ वितता ब्राह्मणो मुखे कर्म कर्म जन विधि तन श्रवण एवं ज्ञात्वा विमोक्षसे सो एवं अदस बहु अविधा a various kind of Bahuvidha means various kind of yajna sacrifices avitaham are spread brahmanas of the Vedas mukhe through the mouth karma karma jana born of work vidhi you should know atan them sharvam all evam thus agyatva knowing bimokshashe means you will be liberated. So hello folks, so I'm start with for purport. All these different type of sacrifices are approved by the Vedas, and all of them are born of different types of work. So knowing them as such a you will be working, we will become a liberated. So it means in a simple language a different type of sacrifices means you have a different type of sacrifices as I discussed above are mentioned in the waste of suit the different type of worker because men are so deeply absorbed in the bodily concept. Men are deeply absorb a bodily concept. These sacrifices are so arranged that one can work either with the body, with the mind. With the mind means our intelligence, our thinking process, thought with the mind or with the intelligence. Yeah, it's also mentioned here. The mind, intelligence, a body, but all of them are recommended are ultimately bringing about liberation from the body. So it's ultimately recommended here to ultimately bringing about liberation from the body. This is confirmed by the Lord. This is confirmed by the Lord here with from his own mouth. His own mouth. So I'm going to next text 33. So Shreya Shreyan Dravya Maya Mayad Yagyan Yadagya Gyana Yaza Yagyaham Parantapa Shreya Dravya Mayad Yagyan Zagyana Yagyah Parantapa Sharvam Karma Khilam Partha Gyane Parishamapyate. So it's a what's one meaning of the words and slok asriyan a greater drabyamayat of material possessions yagyat then the sacrifices agyan yagya sacrifice of the knowledge. So parantapa o charisters of the enemies who's hunter of the enemies hunter it's destroy the enemies of it's a parantapa means it's Krishna saying is a Arjuna. So of the Parantapas, who charisters of the enemies, servam all karma activities. So Akhilam in a totally Partha, ocean of Parth. Jnane knowledge, Paris Parishramapyate. Parishamapyate means end. You can't end this your enemy. Oh, sir, it's just teaser. Guys, chess teaser of the enemies. This sacrifice performed in the knowledge is a better than the mere a sacrifice of material possession. After all, ocean of Partha, all sacrifice of work culmi- culminate in a transcendental knowledge. The what the meaning about this sentence, and it's a purport in the game given by holy grace of this Bhakti Vedanta Sri Swami Srila Prabhupada ji. Yes. The purpose of all sacrifices is to arrive at the status of the complete knowledge, to gain release from a material miseries, and ultimately to engage in a loving transcendental service to Supreme Lord Krishna consciousness. Nonetheless, there is a mystery, mastery about all these different activities of sacrifice, and one should know this mystery or sacrifice sometimes take different forms according to the particular phase of the performer. When once a faith reaches the stage of a transcendental knowledge, the performer of sacrifices should be considered more advanced than those who simply sacrifice material possessions without such a knowledge. For without attainment of a knowledge, sacrifices remain on the material platform and bestow no spiritual benefit. A real knowledge culminates in a Krishna consciousness, the highest stage of transcendental knowledge. Sure. Without the elevation of knowledge, sacrifice are simply material activities. When, however, they are elevated to the level of transcendental knowledge, all such activities enter onto the spiritual platform, depending on differences in a consciousness. Sacrificial activities are sometimes called karma kanda, fruitive activities, and sometimes jnana kanda, knowledge in a pursuit of the truth, is a better when the end is knowledge. So, here is a going to a text 34. तद्विधि प्रणिपातेन परिप्रश्नेन सेवया तद्विधि प्रणिपातेन परिप्रश्नेन सेवया उपदेच्छन्ति ते ज्ञानं ज्ञानिन तत्दर्शिनः तत्दर्शिनः. So that the knowledge of different sacrifices vidhi. What is the meaning about? It's the knowledge of different sacrifices. So will they try to understand? So first of all, you try to understand of pranipatena, of approaching of spiritual masters. So first you will go and should be go a spiritual master. He's also practices in spiritual practices and masters who's pariprasthena, by submissive inquiries. You do will a lot of inquiries there. A sevya by the rendering of a service. Upadekchanti, they will initiative. Upadekchanti, they will initiative. He is also it's kind of in Sanskrit way. What is upadesh? Show them te you jnanam into knowledge, jnaninaham, the self-realized tattva of the truth, and darshanam, a seers. So, is translate about just try to learn the sloka, and just try to learn the truth by approaching a spiritual master. Inquire from his submission. Tadviti pranipatena is asking a lot of questions, and he's touch his feet and taking some blessing, take some blessing, and he's giving, he's starting take will take initiative. He's giving you उपदेक्षन्ति the jnanam, it's a varjita jnanam tatvadarshina, you see real truth. So just try to learn the truth by approaching a spiritual master, inquiring from him submissively, and render service unto him. The self-realized souls can impart a knowledge unto you because they have seen the truth. So that's why you are saying a real truth. That's why this so you wanted to see the truth, so you first take a initiative, go with your spiritual masters and take his blessings. So after that you start with your initiatives and take lots of questions, ask lots of questions, more and more again. So it's he will definitely to give you updates. So purport about the it's a translation is a simple language in the front of you. So it will be a better understanding for regarding the path of spiritual realization is undoubtedly difficult. So first is a path of self realization is undoubtedly difficult. The Lord therefore and therefore advise us to approach a bona fide spiritual masters. Is a bona fide spiritual master in the line of discipline successions. So from the Lord Himself, no one can be a success, a bona fide spiritual master without following His principle of discipline. So it's a must be a follow and go with your spiritual bona fide masters. He will guide you to how to be success son in a spiritual path. The Lord is the original spiritual masters. Lord is the original spiritual path and is and a person in the disciplic succession. Disciplic succession convey the master Lord message of the Lord. As it is to his disciple. No one can be spiritually realized by manufacturing. No one be can realize by manufacturing his own process, as is the fashion of the foolish pretenders. The Bhagavatam says, "Dharmam tu sakshat Bhagavatam pranitam." Bhagavatam pranitam. The path of the religions is directly enunciated by the Lord. You are getting my point. So first of all, adharman to sakshat bhagavad pranitam is a path of religion. Religion is directly enunciated by the Lord. Therefore, a mental speculation by the arguments cannot help lead one to the right path. So, its argument cannot help. It's also saying this Lord in this holy a book and it's king of the book. All our granth. You can say nor by independent study or by books of knowledge can one progress in a spiritual life. Can books of knowledge one can progress in a spiritual life. One has to approach a bona fide spiritual master to receive the knowledge. Such a spiritual master should be accepted and a full surrender, you know full surrenders, and should serve the spiritual master like a mental servant, manual servant, without false prestige, without any of getting distracted, no, and without false taking from any others false knowledge. So that's you without of is saying in this chapters a false prestige. You must be aware that a satisfaction of the self-realized spiritual master is a secret of advancement in spiritual life. You must be a say and get it advancement of the spiritual life. This inquiry of submission constitutions show it's an inquiry of submissions. A constitution, a proper combination of the spiritual understanding, proper combination of a spiritual understanding. Most of them people is doing some mistake because he's not some. It's only for close your eyes, only for believe in blindly believe anyone. So he's always cheated by the also falsy masters, and he's so unless there is a submission and service inquiries, and the lone spiritual master will not be effective. So one must be able to pass the test of the spiritual masters, and when the sees and genuine, he sees a genuine desire of disciples, he is automatically blessed the disciples with a genuine spiritual understanding. It must be in these words. This chapters it's also so saying pariprasnena pranipatena jnanam jnana sat shat tattvadarshina. So both blind of following and absorb inquiries are condemned. And no, and not only should one hear submissively from the spiritual master, but one must also get a clear understanding of him, submission and service and inquiries. A bona fide spiritual master by nature, very kind of toward the disciple. Therefore, when the student is a submissive and is always ready to render service, the reciprocation of knowledge and inquiries become perfect. So, so thank you so much. I'm ending the session here. So I must be connected with you in a next session. So thank you so much. So that's all from my side.